Now, there were two races yesterday. Barry Sheene won the first one, and then after a long delay, because the Americans, oddly enough, didn't seem desperately anxious to get on their bikes for the second race got underway. We'll have highlights of that now with our commentator, Murray Walker.
Druids on lap 1, and it's Dave Aldana with Baldwin in second place. The two quick-starting Americans have done it again. Number 20, Dave Aldana from Garden Green in California, with Mike Baldwin, number 22, both on Yamahas. And Mike Baldwin is going to take the lead. No, he's not. Dave Aldana's got the line, and he holds it. And just as it was in the first leg, so it is in the second. Americans have got away brilliantly fast from a clutch start, and Baldwin is almost barging his way through and almost going onto the grass as Dave Aldana drifts out to heel the bike over for the right-hander at Hawthorne Bend. So it is Aldana leading. It is Mike Baldwin in second position, and it looks like, subject to check, Tom Herron in third position. But the Americans now are going through, and it's not Tom Herron, it's another American, it's Steve Baker, who only finished 12th in the first leg, and Ron Haslam is in fourth place, and that is number 10, Mick Grant, right at the back, and trying to fight his way up towards the front again. Lap 1, Aldana leads Baldwin, leads Baker. Americans first, second, and third. The pack streams through. Barry Sheene is in 8th position, but he's a notoriously slow starter, lap 1. And it's Aldana, Baldwin, and coming up is Haslam. Ron Haslam is up into third position. Ron Haslam and Tom Herron is fourth. Ron Haslam, the British rider from Langley Mill with the sprained wrist, there he is. Number 2 is third. Tom Herron, the Irishman on the Suzuki, is in fourth position. Americans first and second, British riders third and fourth. And Great Britain led America by 70 points to 65, only a 5-second gap at the end of the first 13-lap leg, and we're looking at Haslam and Herron in third and fourth places. Aldana, Baldwin, Haslam, Herron, Sheene, Baker, and behind Steve Baker is Dave Potter on the Mitsui Yamaha, the leader. Out on the left-hander at Sterling's in second gear. Look at Barry Sheene. He's the third of these three riders. See the way he gets behind the fairy. Haslam. Number 11, Herron. Number 7, Barry Sheene, ex-double world champion. Over the line go the leaders, and Barry Sheene tucks into the slipstream, and Tom Herron tries to take Haslam and fails. Second, third, fourth, and fifth, absolutely together. Round Paddock Bend, the right-hander in third gear, momentarily up into fourth, then back into second for Druids. Out of Druids, and Tom Herron nearly lost it then as he switched across. That's Barry Sheene, fifth position. Sheene's got a magnificent line here at Surtees. It's where he took the lead from Mike Baldwin in the first leg. But he's not finding it so easy, if indeed he found it easy on the first leg, in this one. Because with Aldana and Baldwin still in first and second places, it's still Herron. Haslam is down to fourth position, and Herron is up to third, and now Barry Sheene, number 7 in fifth place, is going to challenge Haslam for fourth. And he's done it! Sheene is through! And behind Sheene, who is behind Herron, is Ron Haslam. There is Haslam, number 2. And behind Ron Haslam is Dave Potter, who's come up a place for Britain. Over the line, it's Aldana. Then Baldwin, Herron and Sheene virtually together, and there they are. This is lap 6. Out go the knees, and Herron does it. Herron is through, but he's not, because Baldwin just edges the brakes, and right over goes the Yamaha as he goes into Druids. down Graham Hill, into Graham Hill bend, the left-hander, up towards Surtees, the second gear bend. And now Tom Herron is going to go through on the... It's Sheene! Sheene is taking Herron, and Sheene has got his front wheel, and now the whole bike ahead of Tom Herron. And now he's going to set about Baldwin in front of him. Barry Sheene, who was fifth, became fourth, became third, and now both Sheene and Herron and with Mike Baldwin, who is refusing to be rattled. Meantime, these three are slowing each other up, and Dave Aldana is pulling away. Sheene is through. Barry Sheene up to second. From fifth to fourth, from fourth to third, from third to second, and he's now going to pull away from Mike Baldwin and go for Aldana, and a second win in the 2 legs of the Transatlantic Trophy. Sheene led all the way from lap 8 onwards in the first leg. He's now on his way to try and take the first position in the second leg from Dave Aldana. And the gap between Dave Aldana and Barry Sheene now is down to 3.93 seconds. Barry Sheene is gaining, but is he gaining fast enough? Aldana, and down goes Tom Herron. Herron very much out of the race, hopefully perfectly all right, difficult to tell, but Aldana goes through. Barry Sheene in second position, and that means now that up to third position will come Mike Baldwin, or it might be Haslam. And Barry Sheene, number 7, still chasing Aldana, number 20, the leader. Lap 11, out of 13. Sheene. Look at the exhaust pipes of those Suzuki. They look most peculiar, because they need to be very long to get the maximum tuning effect, and yet they must not stretch beyond the back of the machine by motorcycle racing rules. 2 laps to go, including the one that they are on now, and 1.01 seconds separated them. And Sheene will know exactly what the position is. His father, Frank, will be watching the race, looks after Sheene's bike, gives him pit signals, and Barry Sheene, master tactician, will know that he's got this lap and the next one to catch and take Dave Aldana, the leader of this race. And if he takes him, Barry Sheene will have scored a maximum 32 points for Britain. And he's going to, I think he's going to, he's closing right up as he comes into Hawthorne. It's still Mike Baldwin in third position. It is still, and Sheene through, that's it, that's the boy. Barry Sheene is through, he's done it, and the crowd will really go mad when he goes past the grandstand this time. They've given him an enormous amount of encouragement all through the first leg and this race. And when they see Barry Sheene for Britain in the lead, starting the last lap, I am sure that the hands will wave, and the caps will be waved, and the programs will be waved, and that there will be a great big cheer, and they're up on their feet, and the crowd is cheering Barry Sheene on as he leads for Britain, starting the last lap of the second leg of the Transatlantic Trophy. Into Paddock Bend, last lap. Dave Aldana in second position. Brilliant ride. For third place for America, it's Mike Baldwin. For fourth position, behind Mike Baldwin, it's Ron Haslam. Behind Haslam in fifth place for Britain, it's Potter. Behind Potter for is number 23, Dale Singleton, the American, and behind Singleton another American, Gene Romero, and then another American, Richard Schlachter, and then another American, Randy Mamela. So, although Britons are well up at the front, the Americans are packing the midfield places, and it's going to be an enormously close thing on points at the end of the first 2 legs. And Barry Sheene has the cool effrontery to wave to the crowd on the last lap, and that shows how confident he is. Dave Aldana must be tiring, because he now sees Barry Sheene disappearing from him. Barry just casually looks over his shoulder. What enormous confidence this man has. Into the right-hander at Clark Curve, and he waves to the crowd again. This is quite incredible. Barry Sheene is still racing, but the checkered flag goes out and he has won for the second time today. This is the battle for third, though, and it's Mike Baldwin, with Dave Aldana having finished second, who takes third place ahead of the flying Ron Haslam. And there's Mick Grant just pushing home on the left, as into fifth position behind Ron Haslam. For Britain comes Dave Potter, sixth is Dale Singleton, and the victorious Barry Sheene takes the plaudits on the wind-down lap.
Well, there we are. That's the position after the first day of racing. They, of course, are at Mallory tomorrow and Oulton Park on Monday. So Barry Sheene in the lead, Mike Baldwin of America, Dave Aldana of America in second, third, and Dave Singleton in fourth place. Dave Potter fifth, and Randy Mamola of America in sixth place. Well, I must say, news of Tom Herron, and we can see that extraordinary crash again. And something about when somebody comes off a motorbike, it really is a sickening affair. And like that, it's very much a bounce job, onto the concrete, then onto the grass, flames coming out of the bike. Well, I'm very happy to tell you that he was well enough later in the afternoon to borrow Barry Sheene's helmet and finish second in a 500cc race.